Hey guys, welcome back to Professional Uyghur's YouTube channel. Today we're here in Orlando and today we are visiting the Chocolate Museum and Cafe. So if you're looking for something extra to do on your trip to Orlando, then you're in the right place. Make sure you stick around, check it out, hit that subscribe button, and let's go.
Let's go. All right, like I said, we're here in Orlando. Super excited to be here. This has been on the bucket list. Oh my gosh, this is on the bucket list for a hot second. So for 60 bucks, we were able to get 2 tickets plus a fondue for 2. So we're gonna go check that out. I haven't been here before, so we're gonna see what type is. Ready, babe?
All right, let's go.
So we did not know you needed a reservation. So fun fact.
Yeah, so apparently you call.
Oh, you call.
Yeah, that's what she said, so you can call. So you can't make a reservation online.
Okay. So with that, we didn't know to call. So we were able to get on the 3 o'clock one, so in about 15 minutes. So we're gonna do the tour, and then we are going to have our fondue for 2.
Yep.
So, there you go.
And so, of course, I think this is pretty neat because these are golden tickets, just like Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory. So we're gonna go explore a chocolate factory ourselves. Maybe at the end of this, maybe we'll get lucky and we'll win a chocolate factory.
I mean, just thinking about traveling the chocolate factory, how many OSHA violations there were, the HR professional in me could not.
Maybe we'll make friends with an Oompa Loompa. That'd be fun.
What you talking about?
Oompa Loompa, Doompa Dee Doo. They also have wine and chocolate pairings as well. As well as I also see chocolate wine. Get in trouble with that. Alright guys, so we're getting ready to start our tour, and just so you know, we're not going to show you everything, but we're going to give you an overview of what's in the museum. That way it still leaves some of the mystery. If you want to come visit yourself, you can still see everything else that there is. We'll just give you a brief overview, so that way you can make a decision whether or not it's worth your time to come.
That's cool. Different chocolate bars. It's pretty neat.
I don't recognize any of them, but I guess most of them are foreign.
Yeah, for older.
I see the Amsterdam.
What do you know about Amsterdam, Lewis?
Don't know nothing about it.
Later.
Alright, so unfortunately we weren't able to film during the tour, but...
Yeah, at all. So we had a bunch of photographs. We'll show you those photographs now. Do our best to explain what we saw.
Yeah. So at the start of the tour, you have a quick video that you watch. It's about 3 minutes. Kind of talking to you and I guess making like a quick introduction for like how chocolate is and all that kind of stuff. After that, our tour guide brought us over to this one area where you guys see a lot of like the bits of chocolate, right? So the cacao nibs, the chocolate cocoa butter, and things like that. And then we kind of talked about how the history of chocolate. So it was talking about how the conquistador Cortez brought it back to Spain, and how after Cortez was a horrible person, you know, Yucatan Peninsula, he brought 3 tons of that back to Spain. The king didn't like it, and Cortez kind of lost the option to be a wealthy because the king didn't like it. So he then dropped all this off to the Dominican monks, and the monks made us what is known as like a chocolate drink. Not quite what we see as hot chocolate, but they experimented with that, and for like 15 years they kind of kept that to themselves.
Eventually, after 15 years, the monks' supply of chocolate ran out. They had to go back and repetition the king to go back to America and to secure additional chocolate. So in order to do that, they took their new drink back to the king, gave it to him. The king liked it this time, so he said, go ahead and gather up a bunch of men, a bunch of ships, go get more chocolate. They did, and the chocolate then became a drink for royalty and for the Dominican monks. Fast forward a few more years, one of the princesses of Spain married off to a king in France. She told him about the chocolate drink. From then on, it was not a secret anymore. The secret got out. Lots of entrepreneurs came over to the Americas, grabbed a bunch of trees, brought them back over to parts of Africa and the Caribbean, started planting chocolate trees, started planting cocoa trees all over the world, and from there it just took off.
Yeah.
And then they were able to, through the Industrial Revolution, they were able to mass produce it and make it more pure, different types of chocolate, and it kind of evolved into what we have today.
Yeah. So then after we kind of went through like that toward the history, we got to go into the chocolate room, which I think was my favorite. There was like, I think it's like 21 sculptures, and we'll put some pictures in here of the different sculptures that were made out of chocolate paste. So that was pretty cool. And then after that, we went to the chocolate tasting room, and we got to sample like 7 or 8 different types of chocolates. And then we also had a little shot of like a chocolate drink, no alcohol in it, but yeah, so it's actually pretty cool. So, you know, about an hour in the tour, got to see some chocolate carvings and sculptures, and got a sample of chocolate. So, and I'll put my favorite in here because I don't know which one Lewis's was favorite, but my favorite one was here.
What was your favorite one?
The 7th one, or the 8th one.
Oh, I thought you were talking about the favorite sculptures.
Oh, my favorite sculptures, I like the Taj Mahal and the Eiffel Tower. Those are my 2 favorite. The castle was cool too because it's, you know, castle, but yeah.
My favorite sculpture, I like the Aztec sculpture with the Aztec guy on top holding the big cacao bean was pretty cool. As far as the chocolate, so I had a hard time figuring out which one was my favorite. None of them were really great.
Disagree.
They were definitely very unique. Maybe I'm just more of like a Hershey's kind of chocolate kind of guy. But
cheap, fast, and easy, honey.
Cheap, fast, and easy, yeah.
So part of what we purchased online is the fondue for 2. So with that, looks like we have some milk chocolate. You can get milk chocolate, or you can get, I probably need to stir it because it is actually kind of boiling right now. You can get milk chocolate, you can get white chocolate or dark chocolate. So we went with the milk chocolate because that's Lewis's favorite. And we probably want to eat this because it is starting to boil. You don't want chocolate to boil. But yeah, we're going to dig on in, and we'll see you guys at the end for your pro tips. Alright guys, that's going to wrap up our time here at the World of Chocolate from Chocolate Museum and Cafe. Had a really good time. I enjoyed learning all the fun facts and tasting all the chocolates. So here's Lewis with the pro tips.
Alright guys, so here are your pro tips for the Chocolate Museum and Cafe. I'd say number 1 is when you book your tickets online, make sure that you give them a call, make your reservations so that way in case the tour fills up, you're not sitting around here waiting forever. We were able to get walk-up availability, but that may not always be the case. Pro tip number 2 is this makes a fantastic little date night if you want to bring your significant other or maybe your family. Not too expensive and a nice way to spend an afternoon. All right, pro tip number 3 is once you've finished your tour, you do get 10% off of most things, anything in the gift shop, or I think a lot of the in-house stuff will give you 10% off. Another way you can save some money is when you book the chocolate fondue, you get 1 free museum tour ticket there as well. So that way you can get the fondue for 2, plus buy 1, get 1 free into the chocolate museum. At least that's the current promotion they're running now. Your mileage may vary. Alright guys, so that's gonna do it for today, guys. Remember to hit that subscribe button. We really appreciate it, really help us out. With that being said, we're out of here and we'll see you next weekend.
Bye. Okay.
Should I try to remember?
Well, I took it.
Alright guys, so here are your pro tips. Is that all right?
Alright guys, let's talk about take 2.